what no longer serves, because with this Queen of Swords, you definitely have high standards, and I think this person really knows that. You know what you want. You're really confident within yourself, and I feel that, maybe in the past you put pressure on your person to change, to elevate, to become, someone worthy of you. And so I think this person is taking that into consideration, and they're definitely walking away from negative behaviors. Could be karmic situations as well, because they want to impress you. The Queen of Swords is not necessarily easily charmed, and it's like this person knows that they're going to have to really work at this relationship. They're going to have to really work on themselves in order to impress you, in order to, make you see the good side of them again, is what I'm feeling. Especially if they really hurt you in the past, I feel like this person knows that they really need to put the effort in to make things right. So we have the Four of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So yeah, your person is doing some really deep contemplation and reevaluation. I definitely think your person is looking back on the past. They're thinking about their actions in the past. They're thinking about the choices that they've made. I'm also feeling that for some of you, this person may have gone an alternate route and maybe really did hurt your feelings, maybe walked away from this connection, or just they were being distant or avoidant. And this card can also definitely indicate dissatisfaction with one's life, with one's choices. And so with this Ten of Cups contrasted, what I'm seeing from this is, especially if your person walked away from this connection, they are totally seeing like the grass was not greener on the other side, and they are really missing out on a fantastic opportunity with you here with the Ten of Cups. So definitely your person is feeling discontent, bored in their 3D reality, and I also feel that they're spending just a lot of time visualizing and fantasizing about like a happily ever after with you, instead of whatever they're doing in their current reality. It's like definitely getting this feeling of they wish they were in the Ten of Cups, like they're seeing themselves in you in this beautiful light, but like maybe in their current reality they're just sitting in their room just like thinking about it, but wishing that that was their reality instead. Like I'm definitely feeling like a sense of being discontented with their 3D world and wishing you were there with them instead, wishing you guys were together instead. So definitely, but I get a sense of loneliness and just like really yearning for you, especially with this Three of Swords. There could be some tears being shed over, what could have been or what could be in the future. And I definitely feel like your person is planning for a future with you, or hoping for a future with you, because they are just definitely not feeling the best in their current reality. This is a very lonely energy as well with the Eight of Cups. So I definitely feel like your person is spending quite a lot of time just alone, introverted, really going within themselves, thinking deeply about things. Because they don't want to, I feel like your person is strongly afraid of disappointing you with this Queen of Swords. And so they know they need to really like change their ways, because they don't want to lose you, is how I'm feeling. So we also have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So especially if there's been an ending here, your person wants this new beginning here at the Ace of Pentacles. They want things to start again with you. They want a prosperous, jump start to this connection. As you can see, there's some sun peeking out in this card, so there still is hope. And I feel like your person, even if maybe they damage this connection or there's some blockage in the way, whatever's going on in their current reality, your person still has the faith and the hope that you guys are going to come together. And I think it's helping them to manifest this new beginning. And again, that's kind of what is going on here. So it's like, even if they're in this kind of discontented, sad energy here, they're hoping that they could have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups in the future, if they can, work on themselves here at the Eight of Pentacles, if they can get their act together. So yeah, the Ten of Swords also, in a more positive light, can really represent that your person is completing cycles. And the Eight of Cups kind of reminds me of that as well. So again, another message about leaving situations behind that no longer serve. So it's like your person maybe had to hit rock bottom here with the Ten of Swords to maybe really realize what, is really meant for them in their life. So I almost feel like your person has hit some sort of a wall, and they've realized that they need to, re-examine again their choices, and they need to change something. Something needs to change in their reality, because whatever path they were going down, is not leading to happiness. It's leading to discontent. It's leading to sadness. But I do feel like this Ten of Swords, it has come to a close. So this could definitely be about cycles ending so that you guys can start again. So could be leaving behind karmic situations, to have a new relationship with you, to start your relationship up again, start seeing each other in the physical world for some of you as well. So we have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Cups. So yeah, what I'm seeing from this is that your person is realizing that they might have really hidden their feelings from you in the past. They might have really been deceptive. The Seven of Swords I take as a sign of pretty deep insecurities and self-esteem issues, because it's like the fear of being vulnerable due to a fear of rejection ultimately. So especially if people run from relationships that they really want to be in, it's just because they feel that they will be abandoned. So in some ways, sometimes people will abandon the person they're with before the person can abandon them. So for some of you, if it seemed like your person was running or trying to abandon you, it was most likely because they had a really deep fear of abandonment themselves. But I think underneath all of it, this person realizes that all they ever really wanted was to be with you. Even if they were trying to lie to themselves, even if they were trying to lie to you, even if they were trying to hide it, run away from it, I feel like the truth always catches up with us in the end. And then just thinking about the Seven of Swords is that back here in the corner, you can see like these people have caught this person he thinks he's getting away with it, but these people like know what he's doing and he's about to get caught. So I think it's kind of an illustration of how even if we think we're being clever and we're hiding things and are running away from things, the things that we run away from always catch up with us and the truth always comes out. So I feel like this person is really having to realize in this alone time here at the Four of Cups, in this contemplation time, that all they ever really wanted was the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups with you, and that, maybe they were just fooling themselves thinking that they could run away and like forget about you, is how I'm feeling for some of you. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Tower. So also, yeah, this has been kind of an ego death moment for your person. Your person is going through a bit of dramatic change in their life. So again, another sign of karmic endings. And I think your person is trying to just regain their balance right now, because it seems like there's some really deep stuff happening in their life right now, some deep shifts. Your person could be, for some of you, I'm hearing changing locations, changing jobs, and leaving relationships. So, there's kind of a lot of dramatic stuff going on in your new person's present life. And so they're trying to just, I'm hearing like they're trying to just catch their footing, because there's a lot of like stress in their current reality. There's a lot of overwhelming emotions. For those of you that a karmic situation doesn't resonate, I'm feeling that this is just about a lot of their, maybe negative behavior, having to really face up to it and kind of having an ego death and having to really experiencing like the consequences of their actions and really having to feel maybe some of the guilt and the feeling bad for the behavior and how they treated you in the past. And so this could just be a tower moment of them like realizing like, wow, I really messed up. Like I should not have gone down this path. I should have been more honest with my feelings. And it could just be causing like a lot of like, stress. But ultimately the tower is a good thing because it's about purifying and purging out negative energy. So I feel like your person is currently purging their negative energy, and what I'm seeing is that while they're going through this purge of really negative energy, you are something very firmly on their mind, and when they think of you, they see a lot of love, they see a lot of happiness. Maybe when they think of the things they've done to you, they feel very sad, very regretful. But I feel like ultimately the hope for a future with you is what's getting them through whatever like difficult stuff is going on in their life right now. So I feel like their mood is hopeful and optimistic, although probably a little bit stressed, but I feel like that's more about their current reality. So let's see what's going on with this Eight of Cups. Pile one's person's current mood towards pile one. Pile one's person's current mood towards pile one. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Okay, yeah, so your person has definitely retreated within themselves. We have the Four of Swords here, which is kind of similar to the Four of Cups. So rest and rejuvenate. So your person has gone within to meditate, to contemplate, to rejuvenate themselves whenever this heartbreak was. There could have been a separation or a breakup recently between the two of you or something like that, or just a trigger maybe. So they've gone within, they've rested and they've rejuvenated, and they've gained wisdom here. They've gained wisdom by connecting to their spirituality with the Hierophant. I'm seeing the book here. So it's almost as if maybe some of them have actually started reading scripture for some of you, or just like self-help books, or maybe like online, or they've been getting channeled information from spirit to help them through this. I definitely see the Eight of Cups being very similar to the Hermit card, where it's a person leaving behind the world of illusion to discover the truth within themselves. So again, another message that if your person seems like distant, it's most likely because they're really going within and gathering wisdom. So, I feel like that wisdom is helping them come to a lot of important conclusions about, the future that they really want with you here. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords, how one's person's current mood towards pile one, please. Okay, I'm going to choose a couple more. Clarify the Seven of Swords, pile one's person's current mood towards pile one. Okay. So we have the Chariot here with Triumph, movement, choices, decisions, and memories of love. So what I'm seeing from this is your person really wants to come towards you. They want to triumph. They want a victory. The Seven of Swords could also kind of represent strategy. So part of it could be your person is having to strategize their way out of a situation to be able to come towards you. So if you don't feel like your person was hiding their feelings in the past, then take the Seven of Swords energy more as being strategic. So, they want to be strategic. They want to be smart about this. They want to come forward towards you with this passion energy of the Chariot because they're very determined to be with you. Because we also have movement, choices, and decisions. So it looks like your person has decided to come towards you. They've decided to leave something behind also for some of you. With the movement card, again, I'm feeling like for some of you, if relocation makes sense for your connection, the Chariot can be about travel. So if that's relevant, your person's definitely wanting to travel towards you because we have the Six of Cups here, which is memories of love. And so this person is reflecting on, how much they love you, how much this connection really has meant to them in the past, how sweet the memories are with you. And I feel like that's even making them even more sad at times because they're realizing how much this connection always did mean to them and how much they were lying to themselves if they tried to deny it. You know what I mean? So let's get some messages from them and see what they want to say. All right, pile one. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Your face is the only one I see. Your name is the only one I hear. So they really want you to know that they don't, pay attention to anyone else. They're not noticing other people. Your face and your name are the ones, really haunting them. So they're definitely not, looking at other people or distracted by other people, especially with this Eight of Cups energy. They are very, very alone, very much within themselves and, thinking of you, kind of living. It's almost as if the message I'm getting is that they are living in a reality where the two of you are together, because they're fantasizing about it so much because maybe their present situation just is so unhappy that this person is basically just coping by existing in a reality where the two of you are in union. So definitely not thinking about other people. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? No matter how much time passes, my feelings for you will never change. So it's interesting because we also have the memories of love card. So it's even if it's been a long period of time or there ever is times where you guys don't talk, they want you to know that the passage of time doesn't really matter and that the feelings are just as strong as they were, whenever you guys were together in the past. If not stronger, because I think time ultimately is illusion and the energy, gets carried through the same. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? Oh wow, what else does pile one's person want to say? So this is really interesting. We have wherever you are is my home. So again, no matter if there's a physical distance between the two of you or even emotional distance, this person wants you to know that, their home is really where you are. It's not anywhere else. You are their home. And I just definitely are not feeling at home right now. It's also the feeling I'm getting because the Ten of Cups really represents that feeling of family, home, harmony, balance, and bliss. And it's they're just not feeling that. Everything reminds me of you. You're the only person I want to be intimate with. Yeah, they're definitely not desiring anybody else. I'm feeling a powerful urge to unite with you. So Sorry, they're really wanting to be with you. Interesting. I had like a solar plexus release. So maybe your person's having to work with some fears, release some fears. I would choose you over and over again. So I think this person's really realizing that if they didn't choose you in the past, it was them not choosing themselves. And, if they could go back, I feel like they would have chosen, to reconnect with you instead of whatever, other path they took, or, they would rather have maybe told you the feelings they had for you instead of maybe hiding them as well. That could be another story. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? We have you are amazing. So you're super amazing. They think you are incredible. They absolutely love you. I want to make you feel like the happiest person alive. So this person really wants to make you super happy. They want to really come towards you and come into a really harmonious union here and have a really blissful, life with you. What does this one say? Oh wow, our union is fated. So this person definitely is sensing that there is fate here, which is why I feel like they are so confident about this 10 of cups, this 2 of cups. It's like they know that you guys are meant to be together because your love is perfect. And so even if it seems like at times it is imperfect and there is, stress or damage, I feel like this is saying that ultimately, everything is for soul growth, and everything that has happened between the two of you is perfect in a way because it was teaching you guys something really important. And that, at the core, there is a really pure, perfect, unconditional love between the two of you, no matter, what ego stuff has happened, in the 3D. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? I know things will never be over between us. Yeah, so they feel that no matter how much time goes by, things will never really be over. They can't really get over you either. You left a mark on my heart that will never be erased. So this is a forever sort of, union here. You're the best I've ever had. So again, no one comes close to you, especially, in the bedroom. I've been communicating with you telepathically. So they want you to know they've been talking to you telepathically. So if you've been picking up on them, in your head and you're wondering if that's really them, that's definitely them talking to you, their higher self and even their 3D self wanting to let you know what's up. What else does pile one's person want to say? Wow, I'm burning for you. So they're full of desire. Our connection hurts and confuses me sometimes. Yeah, so with that 10 of Swords energy, there is some pain going on with your person right now. They might have really struggled with confusion in the past. They might get really very triggered by this connection sometimes. So they want you to know that, it's, there is pain on their end as well. Even if it seems like maybe you're the only one experiencing the triggering from this connection. I feel like if your person does get really triggered, they might not show it so much on the surface. They might try to hide it, but I definitely feel like this person has been very deeply affected by, separations or rejections they felt from you. So just if, even if they don't like show how unhappy they are, like I feel like this person has gone through some really painful stuff. They've had to deal with some really core wounds, that this connection has brought up at times. So what else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say? I didn't even know it was possible for me to love someone as much as I love you. So this connection might have come out, as a bit of a surprise at times for your person because they didn't know it was possible to love someone this much. They didn't know it was possible to, be this in love with, a romantic partner. Maybe they'd had relationships where they didn't really fully fall in love with their person. And so it really, I think, has shocked your person, just the depth of the feelings. And then I push you away because I'm scared that if you get too close, you might hurt me. So that's what that 7 of Swords energy, being deceptive, putting walls up, maybe running a bit. It's because they are afraid of rejection. They are ultimately afraid of abandonment. So they fear intimacy because they might have an association that intimacy equals abandonment. So they prefer to keep walls up. But ultimately, even though it's difficult to be on the receiving end of, being pushed away, you can see it as a sign of how much your person really does care and really does love you because they are that scared of losing you, that they, do this, extreme behavior almost, you know what I mean? So I think this is also showing this relationship is getting at some really, really core wounds for your person. But I feel like they are maybe starting to recognize this within themselves. And that's kind of like that Four of Cups energy where they're like sitting back and they're thinking about the Ten of Cups and they're like, like I really could have had, the Ten of Cups with this person. I could have it with this person. Why did I push them away again? What was I so scared of? So they're really having to face that and realize that it wasn't because they didn't want to be with you, it was because they were terrified of losing you. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? We are divine beings having a human experience, and I'm so grateful you are a part of mine. So this person is starting to recognize their own divinity. They definitely could be getting in touch with their spirituality again, starting to realize that, life is more than just, being human, that we are these divine, infinite beings. And they're very grateful that you were part of their experience, part of their existence. So they're in a state of gratitude for this connection, I feel, and for you. Nobody else captures my attention the way you do. I can't help falling under your spell. And we need to learn to love ourselves as much as we love each other. So that could have been a cause of a separation for some of you, is that you and this person might have both been like really madly in love with each other, but maybe not really giving that love to yourselves, or there was still some inner child stuff that needed to be healed. So it's like the universe might have separated you in order to kind of force you guys to learn how to really love yourselves as much as you loved the other person. But I feel like there's a lot of cycles ending within this pile, so I feel like you guys are maybe coming to the end of a dark night of the soul. I think in some ways the Ten of Swords can represent, like the end of a dark night of the soul, the end of a really, really hard period, maybe a lot of difficult lessons, and I feel like you guys are going to be coming into harmony and healing now. What is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? What is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one, please? So we have nothing is yet set in stone. So definitely another message about, leaving karmic situations behind, or just leaving behind, negative behavior patterns, realizing that their personality isn't set in stone. A karmic situation that maybe they felt trapped in at one point isn't set in stone. They can truly change their reality if they want to. They can change their behavior. If they need to modify things, they can. And that also, if there is an ending of this relationship, I feel like this person is hopeful that even if it seems like maybe you're really mad at them or there isn't hope for this relationship, they're hoping that things can shift and that maybe you'll forgive them, stuff like that. And then we have confidence is your key to success. So your person is working on their confidence with this, oh wow, new moon in Leo, which is very interesting because if you're watching this before the Lionsgate portal, maybe on the Lionsgate portal there will be some sort of shift from your person because that is actually a new moon in Leo on that same day. So I'm definitely feeling that for those of you that you're watching this before the Lionsgate, there's going to be some really powerful, maybe telepathy from your person or movement or communication. There's going to be some sort of sign from your person that they're getting into their power. I'm feeling that Emperor energy again. So this person is realizing that, again, if they had really low self-esteem, which caused them to be deceptive, to run away, they're realizing that, they really want this happy future with you, and to get there they need to work on their confidence. They need to feel worthy of that. So I think your person is definitely they're definitely doing the work is what I'm feeling. All right, what else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What else is pile one's person's current energy? Oh wow, this is so interesting. So we have Five of Swords. Walk away from dishonest associations, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. See, I'm totally feeling this about walking away from karmic situations, or just, again, negative behavior patterns. So it's like, walking away from something that maybe they thought they wanted, or, maybe they thought they would be safer or happier if they ran away from this connection, but they're realizing that really wasn't what they wanted, and it did not actually make them happy. So they need to, return to you. Then we have Princess of, so this is the Page of Pentacles. So happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. So I feel like the Page of Pentacles more is about communication for me. It's about communication in the 3D world, but it's interesting. It does say happy news. So I feel like this is about your person wanting to reach out to you in a, it says cheerful, mischievous, studious, responsible. So I feel like this is about your person really wanting to reach out to you in the physical world and maybe explain to you what, why they made the choices they did, or at least just offer you some sort of sign or like some sort of evidence of like communication or something like that. Something in the 3D world to show you how they feel. It can also, for some of you, be like a post on social media that is kind of like subtweeting you, like hinting at something between the two of you, something like that. Let's see. Advice for pile one, please. Okay, this one says you both need time to heal and ascend before union can occur, and this is a separation. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like if there is a separation, it's because you guys both needed time to heal, repair yourselves, work on yourselves. But it is preparation for union to come, is what I'm feeling. Also, again, with all that tower energy and the Ten of Swords, this could be a sign that the separation is starting to come to a close because these cycles are being finished out. We have fantasy. Indulge in the beautiful and passionate connection that you share. And then look, we have new beginnings, expect renewal in love and positive changes. That's so funny. Even when I was saying that, like, the separation's coming to an end, I hadn't even seen this card yet. So that's definitely a sign. And in between, the separation and the new beginning that's being manifested, indulge in the fifth dimensional connection, enjoy the fantasy of being together, in the 5D. I definitely feel like your person is living in the 5D in their head with you. So that's really beautiful. You can connect with them there. This is really positive energy moving forward. More advice for pile one, please. More advice felt a bit too much. Just take these ones. So this says, jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. So yeah, there is a lot of powerful change coming into your life. I feel like in this connection, there's going to be some changes, because, nothing is yet set in stone. So powerful shifts. This says baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So it's interesting. We have jump in and action. So, say yes to whatever is coming into your life as long as you feel like it is meant for you. Don't be afraid to jump in and follow your intuition before it makes sense, just trusting in your guidance. And then dance with life, do something to change your energy. So this could be about, yoga, dance. This could be also just changing your energy within yourself, meditating, affirmation, stuff like that, or dancing if you really love to dance. So, dance with life, enjoy the, feeling of being truly alive in your body. And, if you need to do something, physical to get your mind off things, spinning around, I've noticed, is actually like, just if you stand in your room and you spin around, it can kind of throw off negative energy and it can kind of help you to get in a nice energy. So if you want to do that, or just again, like yoga, dancing, stuff like that. All right, let's get some final messages from your person. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What else does pile one's person want to say? We have, oh wow, Tower Moment, which is funny because the Tower Moment came out earlier. This one says lust and you seduce me. So definitely feeling that. And then I'm scared that you're mad at me. So the Queen of Swords can definitely represent your person being afraid that you're angry at them. That could just be their perception. So whether or not you're actually upset at them, your person could have a fear that you'll reject them. They could be afraid that, you're really not wanting to interact with them or something like that. I think it's more maybe their own guilt over maybe how they've treated you and they feel like maybe you have a right to be angry with them, or they're just really afraid of rejection or something like that. Pile one's person's overall energy towards pile one, please. Pile one's person's overall energy towards pile one. So again, interesting, the Page of Pentacles came out again with the Two of Wands. So wanting to offer you something, planning for this, future. It's definitely like they're planning to reach out to you is what I'm feeling. And then the Justice, yeah, balancing out this connection, making things right, giving you, love, because they ultimately do want to be loved by you. So I feel like they know they need to make things right in this connection. They need to work things out with you. What does pile... Sorry, there's some tarot cards in here. That's interesting. What is file one person needs to hear right now? What if file one needs to hear right now? So this pile 1 needs you here right now. So we have this little unicorn, which is a reminder that there is only one of you and you are very, very special and amazing. The person certainly thinks so. This is the sun symbol, so I feel like this is about just being grateful for the gift of life. We have the number 4, which is about stability. We have the letter B, which I feel like is also about that new beginnings, also beauty. A reminder that you are beautiful. We have this little button, so I think this is like that saying, like you're as cute as a button. That's how your person sees you. This is adorable. This says love. So your person is sending you love. What does this say? This says enough. So a reminder that you are enough. We have this little crown. So see yourself, as a king or queen of your reality. I feel like your person also sees you in that way. How special you really are and how divine and important you are. We have this little fairy, so you have a lot of beauty and charm. Very, very cute person. It says live, laugh, love, which is that funny, kind of cheesy saying, but I feel like this is kind of true in some ways, that like living, laughing, and loving are kind of, the keys to a happy existence. So as cheesy as it is, I feel like that's a good motto. And then we have this little angel feather, so you are being guided, you're being protected. In this lock, I feel like this is saying this is a safe connection, this is protected, and that I think this person is also very committed to you with that lock. It's like they have you on lock, they're not looking for anybody else. It's more of a matter of them wanting to return to you and just really work things out. All right, pile 1, thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Sending you abundance and bliss. Take care. Right, bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So happy to have you. Let's see what your person's current mood towards you is. All right, pile 2. What is pile 2's person's current mood? Oh my gosh. Let's try that again. Sorry about that. I'm going to go with the Ten of Swords, though. What is pile 2's person's current... Actually, put it back. What is pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2, please? What is pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2? What is pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2? What is pile 2's person's current mood? What is pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2? What is pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2? Okay. So you have the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Moon, Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and then I need one more. Pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2. Pile 2's person's current mood towards pile 2. And the Page of Cups. Okay. So their current mood... We have the Hermit and the 6 of Wands. So I definitely feel like this is a sign that your person is really wanting to have a victory with you here. I'm also feeling with the Hermit energy, they've been going within a lot, having some really deep contemplation, trying to figure things out. This also has to do with the spiritual awakening. And so I'm feeling that your person has been going within a lot and just doing really deep contemplation, wanting to be alone. But even though maybe they are taking some space, they are processing things within themselves. Ultimately, with the 6 of Wands, this person is planning for a victory with you. I'm also feeling that for some of you, if this resonates, that maybe your person's gone quiet for a little bit, they are planning on returning to you here with the 6 of Wands. For some reason, I am definitely getting the message that like maybe your person had to go through some sort of internal battle, but they are returning to you victorious, because the 6 of Wands can kind of indicate that, returning from battle after after victory. So your person is maybe conquering, their demons and stuff like that, really figuring themselves out. We have the Ace of Cups and the Hanged Man. So your person is having some sort of awakening, to unconditional love. What I'm really hearing from this is like Christ consciousness, like an awakening of their inner Christ consciousness, maybe really starting to understand the importance of love, in their life, the importance of this connection as well. The hangman is about that enlightenment. So this is a very spiritual energy your person is currently in. And I think their current mood is definitely spiritual towards you. It's very like unconditionally loving, very powerful as well with this Ace of Cups. They really are overflowing with love for you. And I think they're just realizing maybe how deep this love even is with this Moon card here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting. This also have the King of Pentacles over here, but this Queen of Pentacles and the Moon, I feel this represents that your person, really is seeing you as their home. They're seeing you as their like emotional home, if that makes sense. So, you provide the nurturing, beautiful energy that this person really wants. You have this lovely energy of just companionship, stability, and they have super deep feelings for you here at the Moon. For some of you, this person might not have ever told you how deeply committed they are to you, but I'm sensing with the King and Queen of Pentacles coming out together, this person is very deeply committed to you, especially on a heart level. Whether or not they've actually communicated that to you. So it might be a secret, how much you mean to them for some of them. They definitely see you as just very loyal and just, an absolutely ideal partner, someone that they could spend their life with as well. And also for some of you, if this person hasn't told you that you are in a committed relationship or that you are like explicitly their partner, this is definitely saying that even if they haven't said that to you, that is how they view you. They see you as their, some of you, future spouse, or just a long-term partner, even if they haven't told you. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So your person is trying to balance themselves out here. And that's what I feel with the Hermit. They maybe have gone within because there could have been a lot of emotions here with the Ace of Cups that came up recently. Maybe you guys connected or something like that, and maybe it triggered a bunch of emotions for your person, and so they've had to kind of rebalance. They're also feeling really, really passionate towards you here at the Ace of Wands, definitely really wanting you physically, but I feel like the Two of Pentacles, it could also mean that your person maybe is trying to almost restrain themselves in a way. Maybe feeling all this passion and like desire for you and just trying to maybe repress it a little bit. For some reason, maybe they're just feeling like almost like embarrassed by it, or that it's like a little bit inappropriate because maybe they're having to like do day-to-day things and they're like getting maybe caught up in fantasies about you, so they're trying to temper that in a way. But this person is also just trying to calm down. I feel like maybe there was a period where you guys did have some communication, or you saw each other in person or something like that, and it like really sparked something with your person, and like they're having to settle themselves, because with the Ace of Wands, this is all about like really heightened excitement, pleasure. So it might have just been overwhelming for your person, like emotionally and physically, so they kind of were like, I need to cool off. That was a little bit spicy, you know what I mean? But not in a bad way. Like, I just feel like you really get them going. We have the Five of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling from this, there could be some guilt or regret over how they've treated you in the past. For some of you, it could be about maybe hiding feelings. It could be about not telling you, how committed they were to you, or just maybe being too afraid to pursue you in the past. But I'm thinking this person is really looking back and maybe realizing that some choices they made were not for the highest good. And there could be some guilt over that, because ultimately with the King of Pentacles here, we can see your person is super committed to you, super loyal. They feel like they're your partner. They feel like you're their partner. They feel like you guys are together. You guys are meant to be together, even like, as soulmates here with the King and Queen. So they're like, wow, this maybe I was displaying some behavior that was damaging to this relationship. And I feel really bad about that now, because I'm realizing this is my person and I love them, and I shouldn't have hurt them like that, because that was just not cool. Like, I should have been more considerate, because ultimately I love this person with the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Pile two, that, they really love you. They're really realizing how much they love you. So they're like maybe really being hard on themselves, going back in their mind, thinking about all the hurtful things they may have done, and just really, really ruminating on that, and really being like, wow, that was messed up. You know what I mean? So I feel like your person is taking accountability, because the King of Pentacles is a very mature energy. I feel like your person is maturing. There could be a bit of guilt there as well. That's what I'm feeling, guilt and regret, because they maybe didn't show you the commitment that they actually felt. It's like they didn't show you the commitment and the love that they felt for you all along. Like, they hid it, or they were in a state of anger or something, or they were being rejecting. even though the whole time they actually did love you and they were committed, and they're just like realizing that that was basically just sabotaging this relationship and ultimately them and their happiness. So they're just like, why would I do that? But I feel like, they're healing from that, and again, looking in the mirror, really resolving that within themselves and changing their behavior is what I feel. So we also have the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So what I'm feeling from this is your person is working on themselves and they want to put in the work in this relationship, because we have the Two of Cups here. So this person wants to put in the effort to have this union with you here. This could definitely be about, for some of you, if they haven't apologized yet or like offered you an explanation for maybe hurting you in the past, they're really wanting to apologize or at least just correct their behavior, so they just make sure they don't do it again, because they're realizing that, this love with you is all they ever really wanted, and they didn't want this conflict between the two of you. It could have come from a place of pettiness, insecurity, their own fears. They could have been in a fear state at one point in this relationship, but they're realizing that love is what really matters most, and that's what they want to put their effort in, is positive movement forward in your relationship. And the Three of Pentacles is what I definitely see as rebuilding a relationship, working together on this relationship, making things right, stabilizing things together. It's also about, creating something beautiful, harmonious, with both parties putting in a lot of effort. And the Page of Cups is definitely about them wanting to reach out to you more. And I'm feeling like this is a bit of innocence. It's like the Page of Cups gives me a very vulnerable energy of, really being emotionally honest and kind of letting you see their softer side. It's like this person wants to, show you their softer side, their sillier side, their inner child, and really be, I feel like, emotionally vulnerable with you, because they might have really struggled with vulnerability for some of them in the past. That could have been an issue. And this person's realizing, like, if I want to rebuild this relationship, I need to show this person who I really am. I really need to be my true self. And I feel like this person in some ways does feel very safe to be their real self with you. And I think that's part of why, they love and really cherish this connection so much. All right, let's clarify the Five of Swords. Pile two's person's current mood towards pile two. Clarify the Five of Swords. Yeah, positive movement forward, stand your ground, heartache and loss, and the light. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely feeling that if your person did hurt you with this Five of Swords energy, they were hurtful. It actually did end up giving them a really profound sense of heartache and loss and pain. They actually felt just as bad as you may have, because oftentimes what we do unto others, we actually do bring to ourselves. So if we're actively trying to hurt other people or reject them, it can ultimately lead to our own heartache. So, this person feels really, really bad about it. They're really feeling a lot of empathy and compassion for you, as well as what I'm feeling like. The Three of Swords can represent seeing something from another person's point of view. So maybe at the time where your person did something hurtful, they were only like seeing from their perspective. They were caught up in their own ego, their fears. They were being really self-centered. But then maybe the storm settled, and everything was maybe more still. And then, like, in that stillness, they really realized that you didn't deserve that, and they started to see how they would feel if you had done something like that to them and how it would have really hurt them. So again, that heartache, it made them feel really bad. We have stand your ground with the Seven of Wands. So this person wants to stand up for this relationship. They want to stand up for, the love that they share with you, because again, with the Eight of Pentacles, they want positive movement forward, because they're seeing the light with the star here. Oh, this is actually the sun, sorry. They're seeing the light, they're seeing the hope again in this connection. And it's like they want this happiness with you again. They want to come out of the darkness with the moon, the dark night of the soul, and they want to experience the love and happiness that there is in this connection, and, let go of the negativity. I'm going to look at the moon real quick. Clarify the moon, please. Pile two's person's current mood towards pile two. Just so we have solitude, heart chakra, universe, patience, and planning. Okay, so we have the solitude card, which is interesting because we also have the hermit. This is the same card. This is the hermit. So your person has been really going within, spending a lot of time with themselves, going over the situation, getting in touch with their heart chakra, getting in touch with their feelings, getting in touch with their emotions, their intuitive side. And so, in this time of solitude, planning, You know, they've been patiently planning, they've been making decisions, they've been deciding to maybe change as a person, because with the universe here, this represents the world. This is all about cycles completing, cycles finishing out. So your person is really, I feel like, also coming to the end of one of their hero's journeys. I feel like maybe we have many throughout our life, but your person is coming to the end of a chapter of their life is what I'm feeling. It could also be a sign that your person has finally matured. They have finally grown up with that World card, and now they're ready to, become your King of Pentacles, someone that you can really trust and rely upon. So that is really, really beautiful. Let's get some messages from them. What does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? Does Pile 2's person want to say? Read between the lines of what I say to you. There is a deeper meaning behind my words. So they want you to know that, whatever they say to you, what communication you do get from them, there is like a subtle, there's a subtle between the lines communication. There's more going on here. I also feel for some of you, this could resonate with, if you feel like your person like hints via social media, or like something about like their Instagram posts, or maybe, social media posts. If you feel like there's like a subtle, meaning behind what they're posting, it's definitely them hinting at something for you. So I guess take that as it resonates, if that makes sense for you. You make me feel things I've never felt before. So this is a very powerful connection, very emotional with that Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is like really profound passion, desire, love. You are all I see. They're really realizing that. I'm very sensitive to any rejection I feel from you. So this person is wanting you to know that they're very, very sensitive. This Five of Swords energy could have come from some sort of perceived rejection or a fear of rejection. That can sometimes bring up, pettiness, wanting to protect our egos because we feel, not good enough or something like that. I love our conversation. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. We are so similar. I'd run away from it all just to be with you. You are where I belong. So definitely wanting to leave behind things that come between you. They feel like, you are their home again. And then you're unforgettable. Your memory is etched in my mind forever. So, don't think that your person is going to forget about you. I don't think they can. They are super in love with you. And I feel like the memories with you are just like in their mind constantly. Like they're always thinking about you. See, what else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say? I think that's what they want to say. We have, you bring me closer to God. So I feel that this person is telling you that you have brought them closer to their faith, closer to their spirituality. That definitely makes sense with the Hermit. You've really caused them to awaken, and with the Hanged Man. Our love will change the world. So they feel that, you guys coming together will change the world, that you guys maybe have some mission, a purpose, and we have, I will never let you go. So that makes sense of the King of Pentacles. It's like this person is very stable. They're very grounded in their affection for you. And then you are the best part of my life. You light up my whole world. That is so sweet. So your person wants you to know you are the best part of their life, and you light up their world. And that's why they feel really bad if they've, hurt you before, because you mean so, so much to them. What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? What else does Pile 2's person want to say to Pile 2? I need some time to go within and process my feelings. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, with the Hermit wanting to be alone, think about their feelings. I love you for so much more than just your physical body. I love your soul most of all. So your person wants you to know it's not just physical attraction, even though with the Ace of Wands there is plenty of that. It's also a love of who you are as a person. And then we came into each other's lives to teach one another important lessons for soul growth and healing. So this person is maybe even starting to take the higher perspective and see maybe the lesson in, things that maybe have been hurtful between the two of you. Like if this person's been triggered by you, maybe they're starting to look at themselves and really see how maybe them being triggered helped them to heal, and that there's a deeper purpose behind this relationship than just, I don't know, just like the normal 3D relationship thing. Like this is a definitely, you guys had some karmic cycles to complete with each other. And I feel like they're realizing this has a spiritual purpose. This is a spiritual connection. But also pile two's person want to say to pile two, I'll just take the one that came out on top, but reshuffle. What else does pile two's person want to say? What else does pile two's person want to say? I've had secret feelings for you for a long time, so that makes sense with the moon. I was kind of saying that maybe your person has felt deeply committed to you. They've felt like, you're their person for a very long time, but they might not have ever said like, I'm very committed to you or something like that. Don't worry about me forgetting about you. I couldn't even if I tried to. So yeah, I feel like they can't forget about you. They feel that, you will always be in their heart. And it's interesting because this also came out here with, you're unforgettable. So don't worry about this person, just not knowing you anymore or forgetting about this, because it's like these secret feelings, even if they've held on to them for a long time, they never went away. Situations come and go, but you are my constant. My love for you never ceases. So this is a message about, if there's been karmic situations or just things that seem to have taken your person away from this connection, they're assuring you that things like that come and go, but this love is forever. And then we're alone together. I feel our souls merging into one. So they feel coming into oneness with you, coming into balance with you, and they feel like you guys almost share this like soul frequency where they really feel so harmonious with you. Let's see, what else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? Almost landed in the candle. I was modeled unhealthy relationship templates that I need to heal and move on from. So a lot of this could be, maybe your person had a fear of commitment for some of you because they saw some unhealthy relationships, or their parents didn't have a healthy relationship, or maybe they were even from a broken home for some of you. So they were scared of, long-term relationships or something like that, but they're healing and they're moving on from these. You deserve all of the love in the universe, which is interesting because the universe card also came out. So their current mood is that you deserve so much love. You deserve them at their best as well. The 3D world is losing its grip on me. I don't find pleasure in it like I used to anymore. My soul is yearning for ascension. So your person is definitely going through a spiritual awakening, and like the whole 3D world thing of, whatever was distracting them from maybe doing that inner work, they're starting to feel discontent, boredom from maybe just very surface level things, surface level interactions, stuff like that. It's like they're really wanting spiritual depth in their life is what I'm feeling. Pile two's person's current energy towards pile two. Pile two's person's current energy. What do you need to release? So yeah, they're definitely releasing things. They're releasing these relationship templates. Also, karmic release as well. See. So we have your commitment is being tested. So I feel like this is about, maybe your commitment to each other has been tested in the past. Maybe this relationship has gone through trials and tribulations, but I still feel that it doesn't, weaken the relationship. I feel like there could have been a period where both of you maybe had to learn some really tough lessons. And it's like the commitment to maybe your higher selves, commitment to love has been tested, but I feel like you guys are both really succeeding in this because we have a new romantic cycle begins. So, even if the commitment was tested in the past, it's making way for an even deeper commitment. And then we have show the world the real you. So I feel like this is about your person wanting to be emotionally honest with you, again, vulnerable with you, not hide their feelings, not hide how deeply they feel for you. And that they do want a new romantic cycle with you. They want to evolve your romance. Pile two's person's current energy towards pile two. What is pile two's person's current energy? So we have Justice and the Seven of Swords. What else is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? Oops. So with Justice, this is about bringing the justice in to that deceptive behavior. So this is interesting. The Seven of Swords says there is a better choice. So maybe a person wasn't seeing things clearly with that Five of Swords energy that came up earlier too. Maybe they were not seeing things clearly. They felt like maybe they did need to hide their feelings and needed to wear a mask with you, but they're realizing that there is a better choice, a choice to be loving, a choice to be honest, to be vulnerable. And then this is justice. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. And then fair and objective decisions. So I feel like this is also your person being balanced. And again, I was kind of saying earlier, like looking at things from your perspective. So maybe at one point they were kind of in this Seven of Swords energy, not seeing things clearly, blaming you, maybe kind of victimizing themselves. And then with the justice, it's like they've kind of stepped back and looked at things objectively, fairly, and like they've looked at things from your perspective, and they started to see that things were maybe different. Like maybe they made assumptions about what was going on that were different than their reality, and then maybe they reacted based on these assumptions. So your person is definitely also getting the karma maybe for some of their actions, but this is all about the truth. And also I feel like integrity and morality. I think your person is becoming more um, moral, more virtuous, which is also interesting because we have the new moon in Libra here, and the justice is represented by the Libra energy. So it's like this justice that's coming in, this balance, this perspective is helping to begin this new romantic cycle. So that's really powerful. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about them really, admiring you for all your hard work, for how stable I feel like you've been. I feel like you've been very gracious about all this process. Even if your person was being really hurtful at times, I feel like you were very composed. You were very gracious. This person is really admiring you for how confident you are, because I feel that your confidence has really helped you remain stable and like unaffected by things. Especially if this person was like maybe acting a little bit wild. Again, with that Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles energy, it's like you kept things grounded and you didn't let yourself like get like emotionally overwhelmed or like super reactive. And I think this person really is like admiring you for just like how, yeah, like I'm really hearing the word like non-reactive. So for some of you, this person really did something super hurtful and you really kept your composure, stayed in your confidence, stayed in your power. And this person is like looking at you and they're like, wow, if you had done that to me, I would not be nearly as composed about this. Like I would have really lost it. So interesting message. Take that as it resonates. Advice for pile 2, please. Advice for pile 2. Third eye, you are wise. Yes, because you are wise, and I think you saw maybe the higher perspective of this relationship, of how your person was acting. Wow, we have the crown chakra, you are the light. So you're really being activated as well. I feel like you are also a highly like developed person spiritually, and so I feel like you maybe have always viewed this situation from a much higher perspective and really seen the bigger picture. And then we have inner union, integrate and heal the masculine, feminine energies that exist within you. So this is about coming into harmony within yourself. I feel like you've been doing that though as you've been ascending spiritually. So I feel like that's helping your person come into balance as well. There's a lot of balance energy in this pile. So I feel like you're harmonizing yourself, and I think your person is shifting, mirroring you in that. All right. To eat some more advice. More advice for pile 2. More advice for pile 2. This says break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. So you're definitely healing, and especially ancestral stuff. If you had like ancestral curses, generational curses, the bonds that maybe held your familial line back, you are releasing them. For some of you, you could have been born into the family that you were born into, specifically be a generational curse breaker. So that's definitely a sign that you're doing this, and you're rewriting your future for yourself. We have the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic wombs. So this might be a time of silence and stillness, but I feel like this is about birthing new creations as well. So I feel like this is kind of saying that maybe you have some manifestations that are currently kind of in the void being manifested, but just embrace the process of creation. And then your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Wow, this is interesting. So this is about manifesting the life of your dreams. And I feel like with this void, it's saying that this is happening. Maybe you have had to do these difficult things, cutting, karmic cords, breaking the chains. But this is saying that your life, you are an artist of your life, and that you can create what you truly want. And I think this creative accountability is in some ways taking accountability for things in the past that have manifested that maybe were in order to help you see generational wounds. I feel like a lot of times we can manifest things to help us see where we need to heal. It's like the universe's way of showing us where our subconscious mind has blockages. So not, it's not necessarily something that has to be personal. It's more just like, oh, that's interesting. Like, this event's being manifested because, I have this wound from my childhood that's being shown to me and through this person or something like that. Advice for pile, or let's see, sorry, not advice. What else does your person want to say to you, pile 2? What else does your person want to say to you, pile 2? So this says, can we let go of the past? So yeah, there could have been a difficult past between the two of you, and your person is hoping that you guys can just move on from it together. I know we have a spiritual connection. That makes a lot of sense. No one comes close to you. We also have choose me. So maybe this person is feeling like maybe they've, messed this connection up too much. Maybe you're going to want to start over with someone else. But they're hoping that you will choose them and then be mine. So they're hoping that you'll still be theirs, that you will, forgive them, I feel. What's pile two's person's overall energy towards pile 2, please? What's pile two's person's overall energy towards pile 2? Oh wow, this is beautiful energy. Okay, so this is really special. So we have the Ace of Wands, which again, that passion, that desire, new beginnings. And then look, we have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about reunions, and the Ten of Cups is about the happy family. So I'm definitely sensing reunions and unions. That is your person's overall energy towards you, and they're feeling all fired up and passionate about this. And it's like, yeah, let's let go of the past because I want to come into harmony with you now. Let's see. What does Pile students do here? Pile students do here. Okay, what does this say? Okay, this says blessed in Japanese. You can see it on this side. So a reminder that you are blessed and to count the blessings in your life. This also says you are loved. So don't forget you are loved unconditionally by your person and by the universe. This rune, what does this one say? This is victory, which is interesting because the Six of Wands did come up earlier. So there will be victory here. Wow, we have the little frog prince. So, maybe if your person had been acting like a frog in the past, they are turning into the prince. Then maybe they just needed some love. We have fearless. So, coming into fearlessness, coming into faith. I feel like it's been a journey for you, but I feel like you're coming into that. We have another symbol of the Ace of Wands, a lot of sparks, chemistry. They're feeling very excited about you, wanting to spring into action. We have the number 2, which is about harmony. Reminds you of the Two of Cups. We have the Capricorn. So this is about, I feel like, stability as well as finances really coming into order. This little high heel. So, you're very attracted to your person. They like how you dress. And this Jaguar is like them wanting to pounce on you, wanting to, take action towards you. Maybe preparing for that leap of faith. All right, Pile 2, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance and bliss, and take care. All right, bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get into it. See what your person's current mood towards you is. What is Pile 3's person's current mood towards Pile 3, please? What is Pile 3's person's current mood towards Pile 3? What is Pile 3's person's current mood towards Pile 3? What is Pile 3's person's current mood towards Pile 3? Pile 3's person's current mood. All right. Let's see here. The King of Swords, the Hanged Man, 4 Pentacles, the Death card, the High Priestess, the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and then Pile 3's person's current mood towards Pile 3. We shuffle. We'll take the 3 of Cups. Okay, so what's going on with your person, what their current mood is. So the King of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So your person is definitely missing you a lot here with the Five of Pentacles. Really feeling cold and like isolated without you is how I'm feeling. The King of Swords is, I think your person kind of overthinking this connection as well a bit, trying to maybe stay in their logical mind. In some ways, I also feel like this person is like observing their current reality and really feeling, yeah, just kind of like, just like a bit of a lovelessness. This, it's not because they don't love you. It's more like they're feeling like a sense of lovelessness in their life, or just a lack of warmth, a lack of light, a lack of love, a lack of harmony. This Five of Pentacles also definitely reminds me of being like homesick. And so I kind of get the vibe that your person is like yearning for you, because, you offer this sense of love, of light, and happiness to them, and they just don't quite, feel right without you in their life is how I'm feeling. Which is interesting with the Chariot. It's, showing this person really wanting to take action towards you, move back towards you, because they're not feeling at home in their present reality. And they're really realizing that with the Hanged Man here, they're really coming to some sort of awareness that maybe something with their current reality just is not resonating. I feel like our emotions can really show us what's really going on, if things are aligned or not. And what I'm sensing from this Five of Pentacles is your person is definitely coming to some clarity and realizations here that something in their life is not aligning. Something in their life needs to leave, or maybe they need to leave something behind because there's not happiness in whatever this is. So I feel like this is about they're out, like what I'm hearing is they're outgrowing a situation. So this could be person, place, thing, or just a thought pattern that's leaving them feeling very lonely. We also have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So this is actually a very interesting energy. So I think your person is really wanting to go from maybe holding on to their emotions, holding things back, keeping their cards close to the chest. It's like this person is wanting to transition from maybe being a bit repressive to, showing you how grateful they are for you and actually giving to you. So maybe your person was a bit of the type to not truly show you exactly what was going on with them, not really divulge too much information, not give away too much about their feelings, but they're definitely feeling the mood. They're feeling called to actually start giving freely with a generous heart, especially when it comes to emotions, and I think being more vulnerable. Because we have the Death card here, which is indicating your person is going through some sort of a shift in consciousness. They're becoming different is what I'm feeling. They're having some sort of an ego death, also just the ending of some sort of a cycle, the ending of perhaps a way of being. So it's like your person is starting to look at what really makes them happy, what really makes them fulfilled. They're starting to follow their heart is what I'm feeling. They're starting to follow their happiness. And what I'm sensing from this Five of Pentacles is as they're shifting into this energy of following their heart more and their intuition with the Chariot, they're starting to really clearly see what in their current reality is not good for them and what they need to leave behind. So I also feel like your person is getting in touch with their intuition with the Chariot here, and they're very determined to follow what they truly want. They're very determined to follow their heart now, whereas before maybe they were listening to their fears and their ego more. They're wanting to really come into trusting in the universe and actually believing they can have what they want. We have the High Priestess and the Eight of Cups. So this is all about your person really going within, again, walking away from things that no longer serve and going inside of themselves to listen to their intuition with the High Priestess, to really see what their heart is telling them, what their higher self is telling them. Also, I feel this is about them paying attention to signs and synchronicities they see in regards to you. And in some ways, I also feel that this person is seeing you as this High Priestess, as this spiritual being of light, of love, and they're wanting to go on their own spiritual journey because they are realizing that that's what you need in your life, is someone who is spiritually complex, someone who is, who has let go of a lot of layers of ego. And so they're coming into some sort of enlightenment here with the Hanged Man, really getting in touch with their spirituality so they can be your equal is what I'm hearing. Spiritually, like, and emotionally. I'm also hearing intellectually, like your person really wants to level up so they can, be, I'm hearing equally yoked with you, which is interesting. That's the term from the Bible. So this person knows that, you deserve your equal. And so this person is like determined to become that for you. We also have the King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So desire, passion, movement. This is about travel as well with the Chariot. So it could be actual physical travel or just pursuing you in the 3D world. Really wanting to send you a message as well could be relevant. And the King of Cups is them feeling, really, really deep love for you, mature, evolved emotions. I feel that your person is definitely becoming more mature emotionally. Also, just in general, your person is really becoming a new version of themselves. They're really leveling up, is what I'm feeling, because we have three kings here, and the King of Pentacles. So feeling really loyal, stable. This person is very committed to you. I feel like in the heart space, as well as energetically, you are where their commitment lies. This person is feeling deeply, deeply loyal to you is how I feel. And with the Three of Cups, I feel like this is about them wanting to return to you for some reunions, for some good times, just for laughter and joy. So I definitely feel that your person wants to reunite with you. Maybe they had to go through some sort of period, dark night of the soul, or some sort of separation, maybe for some of you, or they just had to have like an ego death or something. But this person really just wants to return to you, is how I'm feeling. It's like for some of you, this person had some cycles that have completed, and now it's time for them to come back to you. And I think this person is really feeling ready for this because they are, listening to their intuition. They're being divinely inspired to take this action to come back to you because they do love you with that King of Cups. Let's see. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Pile three's person's current mood towards pile three. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, we have the Four of Cups here with discontent and boredom. So exactly, discontent. It's like there's some sort of situation in their life that either was or is currently making them feel very discontented, or they're just really truly realizing, again, the need to leave behind a situation that only makes them unhappy. Because look, we have this Six of Swords moving on. They're leaving something behind, you guys. I definitely am feeling that. Because look, they're listening to their intuition again with the High Priestess coming out, and rejoice in celebration of Three of Cups again. So they are wanting to leave behind a situation so they can rejoice and celebrate with you because you are where their, happiness is, I'm feeling. Let's see. Clarify the Death card, pile three's person's current mood towards pile three. Clarify the Death card, pile three's person's current mood towards pile three. What does this say? Victory and success and light. Wow. So this is the sun. So it's really interesting because in the death card, you can see the sun peeking out. So it's like coming to the end of an ego death, coming to the end of a cycle, and the sun coming out to begin again to restore, the damage done, to restore yourself in hope and faith. And victory and success. So the Six of Wands wanting to succeed with you here, and maybe finally having the confidence to as well, or finally realizing, they really need to go after what makes them happy. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Cups, pile three's person's current mood towards pile three. Clarify the Eight of Cups, pile three's person's current mood towards pile three. So yeah, there could have been some heartache here with the Five of Cups over here. There could have been some sort of emotional loss. Maybe this person put some distance between you and them, like emotionally or even physically for some of you. And I think it really resulted in a lot of pain for this person. They really felt the loss of you in their life. Maybe you felt rejected by them on some level, but I feel like it wasn't truly a rejection. And for some of you, I feel like your person did have to go on like some sort of spiritual vision quest or something. So there might have been a separation in order to help this person ascend. But now they're relying on their spiritual strength here with the Nine of Wands to really push through these obstacles. And I feel like push through their fears of maybe returning to you as well. All right, so let's get into some messages from your person and see what they want to say to you. All right, pile three. What does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? Does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? Does pile three's person really want to say? Every time we're together, I never want it to end. See, that's so sweet. Your person really wants you to know that they cherish the memories that they have with you. And when you guys are together, they don't want it to end. They could have really mourned the loss of this relationship if that did happen, if there was a separation. I'd run away from it all just to be with you. You are where I belong. So this is definitely another sign of leaving something behind to be with you. Whatever held them back. See, I'm sending you love through the ether. So this person is sending you love energetically. They want you to know that. They're sending you hugs and kisses is what I'm hearing. You are my fantasy come to life. I never knew such beauty. Wow. So your person definitely with that Eight of Wands energy, feeling very passionate about you. Ever since I first fell in love with you, I haven't been able to stop because you lit a fire within me that will never go out. So you let this fire in them, you let this passion in them that, hasn't gone out, it won't go out. And this person is really realizing that. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? Interesting. So we have, I'm becoming the divine version of myself, which definitely makes sense because there seems to be some spiritual transformation that's going on. You're my forever. Wow. So this person feels like, this is a forever sort of love. They will always care about you. They will always love you. You will always be in their heart. I want to be beside you always. I want to give you a long, tight hug. That's interesting because I literally just said like hugs and kisses. So this person is definitely sending you a hug. I wish we were together right now. So really missing you with that Five of Pentacles energy. Really wishing that you were, in each other's lives at this very moment. I will always come back to you. We are destined to unite. Our love is perfect. So this is about saying that, ultimately, underneath whatever stuff has happened in the 3D world, whatever ego conflict there's been between the two of you, there is a perfect unconditional love that is between the two of you. And I think this person is returning back to that emotion of love and wholeness. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? We came into each other's lives to teach one another important lessons for soul growth and healing. I love you for so much more than just your physical body. I love your soul most of all. I love looking deeply into your eyes. It feels like I'm staring straight into your soul. So it seems like there's a lot about this soul. Like this is a very deep soul connection. And then our bond will never be broken, for love is the greatest force of all. So this person is really telling you that, don't have fear about losing this person or, things between the two of you being messed up, because it is a perfect love. It is, something that can withstand all obstacles and challenges. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? Oh my gosh, way too many. My apologies. I'll just take those ones. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? It seems like I have a lot to say is what I'm feeling. Maybe they've held back their emotions for a while. No matter how I've acted towards you, remember that you are beautiful and worthy of love. So this is definitely a message to you that if this person has hurt you, caused you pain, don't take it personally. It was definitely, their own stuff going on. And remember that you are beautiful and worthy of love regardless. And just don't take anything that people do personally, because everyone's living through their own ego, their own perceptions, and their own trauma as well. Walking away from you broke me. So for some of you, this person did walk away from this relationship in some regard. I think I said earlier you might have felt rejected by them, but it really broke them, especially if you felt broken by it. It really hurt them as well with that emotional loss card. I have always loved you. I'm so emotional over us. So yeah, like this person has been really emotional over maybe having to walk away from this connection. For some of you, maybe you walked away as well, and that really broke them. Maybe they caused you to. And then you make my body ache with desire. Wow. So this person is again feeling really fired up for you, feeling very emotional and also very amorous. So let's get some more messages. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three right now? Oops. I've misunderstood things between us before and gotten hurt. So this person has maybe misunderstood things between the two of you, misinterpreted things and gotten really hurt about it. Maybe that's why they walked away for some of you. Maybe they didn't really see the situation for what it was. Maybe they tried to reject you because they felt rejected by you. Take that as it resonates. You will always have a special place in my heart that no one else can ever fill. I wish to spend all day in bed with you with no interruptions. I'm burning for you, and we're fire and ice. So there's this really interesting polarity between the two of you, where you're like fire and ice, but I feel like the two of you come together for some really passionate chemistry. And it's like saying that, you might have a lot of opposite traits, but ultimately and then there's a lot of beauty with you guys coming into union. But maybe you guys have really had to like understand and like integrate the differences between the two of you. See, pile three's person's current energy towards pile three. This pile three's person's current energy towards pile three. What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? This one says, a personal issue reaches resolution. So definitely, things are being healed, dissolved. This person is maybe coming to a lot of resolutions as well. For some reason, I'm hearing the word resolution, like New Year's resolution, like maybe they've come to a resolution to change, to treat you better. And then, wow, bring love into this situation. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they want to bring love into this, especially if there's been, anger or pain. They want to heal this connection right now. What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? Oh, you guys got the Ace of Cups. This is such a beautiful card as well. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So your person is having a spiritual awakening. They also want to bring love into the situation. And again, this could be the rebirth of a relationship. This could also just be about your romantic cycle starting between the two of you, but they're also just feeling that overpouring amount of love and bliss for you. See. We also have the renewal card, which is the judgment energy. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgments of yourself and others. Wow. So this is all about, your person really letting go of the past and stepping into a new future with you. I feel like this is about, again, looking back at the past, seeing what went wrong, and then committing to change in the future. And then maybe a person even had to go away or something had to happen in order for them to realize their life purpose. And I definitely feel like they're starting to be less harsh on themselves and maybe judge you less harshly as well. We also have the Nine of Wands. Protect the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges. So this is about definitely protecting, what you guys have together, preserving, the relationship, as well as, persevering through difficulty. All right, let's get you some advice. Advice for pile three, please. Advice for pile three. Advice for pile three. Advice for pile three. Just take that one. So we have patience, trust in divine timing, and surrender to the journey. So there is some divine timing at work here, and just surrendering to, what is in this connection, allowing things to renew, allowing the love to unfold here. We have strength. Unleash the divine fire within you and know that you have the power to get through anything. So you can get through anything. You do have that inner strength, that inner power. And I feel like it's about awakening your solar plexus. And we have awakening. Major realizations are occurring. So major realizations, enlightened thought, I feel like are coming to you and your person. So I think that's helping both of you to ascend. Let's see. Advice for pile three, please. Advice for pile three. So this is the void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So if there is some stuff in this connection that's still left to be manifest, I think this is about just trusting in the creation process. I feel like things are being manifested for you, but they might just be in the energy of creation, and they might not be quite ready with that divine timing energy. We have inner temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So get in touch with your heart, get in touch with your inner devotion to yourself. And then we have your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So remember that you are the artist of your life, and create a beautiful, reality for yourself, because you do have that power ultimately to, birth your dreams and your goals, and you can create a really beautiful reality for yourself through the power of love and gratitude. See. Let's get you some last messages from your person. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? No one comes close to you. I want to sleep beside you. I want to hold your hand, and I love your voice. This is very interesting. These are all very physical things. I feel like your person with that Five of Pentacles is like feeling very physically isolated from you. And it's like what they're really wanting is just hear your voice, sleep next to you, hold your hand. For some of you, take this as it resonates. You guys might not have seen each other in the physical world for a while. Like in the 3D, you haven't actually been able to interact physically for whatever reason. And this person is really craving that aspect of your relationship. They might even want to just call you on the phone just to hear your voice. See. What is pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three? What's pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three? Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Lovers. Wow. So yeah, again, the Four of Pentacles can also definitely represent, not wanting to let something go. But again, maybe having to heal some, fears of loss as well. With this Four of Swords, rejuvenation. And then the Lovers, which is about coming into balance and union with you because you guys share this really sacred love together. So I definitely feel like reunions are coming or are like already being manifested because your person's, energy is that they're really recognizing the divinity of this connection. All right, let's see. What does pile three need to hear right now? We have this adorable little dinosaur, so wanting to protect you, I feel. Also, your person maybe is a like kind of a gentle giant. This one is Segunjo de Lune. So I think this is about it being Monday, something about the moon day. So the moon might be very important to this connection, and maybe connecting to the lunar cycles, using the full moon to, release and manifest things for your life. We have the Big Ben as well, which is kind of reminding me of that divine timing element. We have blocks, so there might be some blockages within, this connection within you and your person that you're needing to be resolved. But with this tower that came through, I'm feeling that there were blockages being healed through that energy. This says, I love you to the moon and back. Very cute. This says the letter P and the letter or the number 1. So that's all about new beginnings. Your person's wanting to work hard at this relationship with this little beaver, getting busy to, do whatever it takes, I feel like, to come back to you. Break the ice here with the penguin. There's a lot of wisdom being gained as well with this owl. I feel like you are that very high priestess energy. There seems to be a lot of moon energy in this pile. And then we have the sea turtle, which reminds you of the King of Cups. So again, that really deep emotional connection. And I think describing your person's like sensitive side as well. All right, pile 3, thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love, abundance, and bliss. Please take care. All right, bye-bye.